dreamers, and welcome back to PERLA'S Dreams. Sagittarius, this is your reading, and again guys, these are general readings, so only take whatever applies, and please leave the rest. Who gone and oh god, I can't even. Who's got you upset, Sag? There is a space of disappointment, this space of feeling like a fool within a situation. Now, whether this was for some of you, this is romantically. I feel like somebody took more than what they gave, whether it was financially or emotionally. There seems to be this kind of like outlook that you're having of relationships of like, this is nothing new. Like, is this ever gonna change? Why do I keep on attracting the same type of people, etc., etc.? There is this wanting or this longing for unity with somebody, but it's kind of like you keep on attracting or connecting to people that again are not it. Are not it is what I keep on hearing. Let's see. Your reading pretty much does revolve around this energy of love, this energy of like again wanting to know when is your time to find love, wanting to know when is your time to be in a relationship, be in a committed relationship. There's this there is this. Well, some of you are, I don't know if you've been meeting people like through work. Or you've been doing like online dating or something like that. But there has to be a change of how you're meeting people is what I'm picking up. Just bear with me because the way that this is. So like, let's say if you meet people like at a nightclub or at a bar, and then everybody that you meet at a nightclub ends up being a cheater, everybody that you meet at the bar ends up being a drunk or an alcoholic or whatever. It's like, okay, can we maybe change the spaces that we're meeting people, right? Maybe you're letting your friends that are single set you up, and it's like, hey, they're not in a relationship, they've never been married, they like the single life, so they date people that is quote unquote like hooking up. They're not into anything long term. So the people that they associate themselves with, or the people that they are surrounding, or the people that they know that you could date, are people that are similar. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is like, where is it that you're going for these sources or these people that you're dating? Because the where defines the quality of the person that you're dating. So like, if you're on and don't get like, don't come at me because I really don't know, but I don't know if it's like Tinder or whichever one is. There's one of those apps, because I don't use any of them, but there's one of those dating apps that people know without you saying it. People know that when you're on this specific app, all you're really looking for is like a hookup, right? So it's kind of like that. Like, where is it that you are allowing yourself to go ahead and find people that you're dating? Because if you're continuously having the same issues when it comes to dating, is either the quality of the places that you're going to meet these people, or they're just maybe things within yourself that you need to address. Like, what boundaries are you not setting? Like, are you not speaking up? Are you putting up a front when you meet somebody, and then when you show them the true version of yourself, they run the other way, right? So like, for example, I am a very like, I can be very quiet. I can be very within myself, very secluded, right? But I can also be very loud. So if, and I'm assuming if, right? Or I should say when I begin to date, I have to make sure that I'm able to represent those both of those aspects of myself when I'm meeting somebody, right? So that they don't think that they're going to end up with somebody that is completely silent and completely secluded, like a complete introvert all the time, when in reality, that's not what it is. So you have to kind of have to get into a point, during this. I was like, are you really showing up as who you are, or are you hiding parts of yourself to try to meet somebody? And I know that, you know, we always want to make a good impression. We always want to make a good first impression and everything like that. But if you're dimming your light to try to fit someone else's narrative or someone else's version of who you should be, then is that really the person that you should be with? Okay, let's see. What else do we have for Sag that does not have to do with love? You and I know that I don't want to keep talking about love, but it keeps coming up. You tend to give people way too many chances, way more chances than what they deserve. So like and I'm not talking about just like people that you have been dating for like a long time. I'm talking about like even people that you just started talking to. It's like you, let's say you're texting with somebody or whatever, however you guys are dating nowadays. Um and this person like ghosts you for like a couple of days, and then all of a sudden they're texting you again, and it's like, why are you even acknowledging it? Like, if they went 3 or 4 days without texting you, and I don't give a damn what you gotta say about like, oh, people got life. Yeah, I got a life too. But if somebody from the get-go starts to ignore you, they're trying to put you on a leash. They're trying to see how little they can give and still keep you interested. So a rule of thumb for me when I was dating was, if I am texting with somebody or whatever, or like we're talking or whatever, and they ghost me for like 3 or 4 days, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, sorry, I was like super busy. Because what? You're staying on red, my love, because now I'm super busy with my life. And it's almost kind of like you have to learn, you know, to match people's energies. Some people are just going to look for you or just going to come around when someone else is ignoring them or someone else is not giving them their attention. So you have to recognize if you're being used as like a second place winner or whatever in someone's life. And I feel that a lot of you have allowed this type of behavior to start from the beginning, right? Where it's like people are constantly showing you who they are and how they're going to show up in your life. And then we tend to romanticize things in our head because we see certain potentials in them. And Spirit is telling you, if you're really adamant about finding someone, if you're really truthful about wanting to be in a committed relationship, wanting to find your one, your person, whatever, then you have to show up with that energy. You have to show up with that energy of like setting boundaries, right? And not accepting people to treat you or use you or whatever it is, because the more that you allow people to treat you or use you or be a certain way towards you, is like the continuous energy that you are inviting. So maybe taking a break from the dating scene during this time is a good idea, and we prioritizing what it is that you want from a relationship, what it is that you bring to a relationship, what you're willing to compromise and what you're not willing to compromise on, right? Because these are things that need to be addressed from the beginning, right? Especially like when you're in different age groups or whatever. Like, let's put it this way, I have 4 kids, so when I date, I need to be very adamant about the fact that I do not want any more children. I personally do not want. I do not want to have any more children. I do not want to adopt any more children. I do not want to raise anyone else's children. The same way that I want to be with a partner that does not want any more kids, does not want to raise anyone else's kids, does not want to anything, because again, my kids are older. My youngest are 14. Their father, like my ex-husband, is very much involved in my kids' life. So it's not about another man coming in to raise my children. It's about another man coming in to spend his life with me. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that you need to really clarify for yourself as to what it is that you want, and then allow spirit to guide you in order to meet the right person for you. All right, so let's go ahead and let's see. Again, you initially, like the way that this is coming up right now, and these are the cards that we have, right? And again, I read them intuitively. This is the King of Coins with the Magician. We have the Princess of Coins with the Six of Cups. And then we have the Four of Coins in the reverse with the Six of Wands. There is here something that you tend to fall for the you tend to fall for the show, right? The presentation of a person. So you tend to fall for the initial first impression. And I was actually, I was watching this show, and it's a very old show from, like, I want to say, like, I don't know if it's like from the 90s. No, is it from the 90s? When was it released? But I don't know if you guys know Monk. It's called Monk, right? It is Monk. And he's a detective, right? Yeah, this was in 2002, whatever. I think it was released in 2002. Anyways, but I think it was like the first episode or whatever. His nurse ended up going on a date with somebody, and he ends up interrupting the date, and he tells her like how the guy that she's on a date with is lying about like his profession, about everything. And she gets upset with Monk because Monk tells her the truth. So the date ends. And she's like, oh, it's the first date. We are like, everybody embellishes the truth, or like, exaggerates on the truth or whatever. And it's kind of like, this is kind of like the energy that I'm picking up. Like, you really believe, or you really go by like but by what somebody is showing you in like the first day or whatever. And then it's like, because they paint such a pretty, beautiful, amazing picture, especially when they talk about their future goals and things like that, right? They paint this beautiful, like, amazing future. When they start to act out of place, right, within the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months, you're blinded to it, or you're ignoring it because you're fixated on these future plans, even though this person is not working towards those plans. This person has no intention of working towards those plans. These are things that they just say in order to kind of like get somebody on the hook. You understand what I mean? So you have to be very, I would say, Sag, during the next few, I would say 3 to 4 months, especially if you've been having a very challenging time with relationships, maybe switch your tactic to actually dating. And what I mean by dating is you're not committed to just one person. I would avoid, if I was you, having sex with people, and really date. And what I mean by dating is, from my personal perception, right, what I consider dating is going out to dinner, going out to the movies, going for hikes, going for drinks with different people, getting to meet different types of people, and really getting better at realizing how it is that you connect to people, and what it is that attracts you to people, and kind of learn where it is that you see red flags and then you choose to ignore them. And I hope that makes sense. Or better yet, take the next 3 to 4 months and be single and really sit with the intention, with your intention of what it is that you really want, regardless of how bizarre or crazy it sounds. I feel that you need to be a little bit more specific, right, as to what it is that you want in a partner, what it is that you're looking for. And remember, it's not always going to be easy peasy from the beginning. There may be challenges within those phases. So let's go ahead and let's pull out an oracle card as your closing message. So we have the sword, number 7, make the change. And as you can see here, she has a sword literally about to cut her hair, and it's the number 7. There is a big life change you've been thinking of making for a while now. This is a sign that you need to trust your instincts and take the leap. Whether you're thinking about cutting your hair or finding a job better suited for you, do the thing and do it with confidence. So again, a lot of you want change when it comes to your dating experience, when it comes to your relationship experience, but you have not been doing the work, meaning you have not taken the time to really talk to yourself, really sit down and really think about what it is that you seek in a partner, what it is that you bring into a relationship, how it is that you want your partner to complement you, how you want to complement your partner, and all of these things. And sometimes just wishing and hoping for something. Yeah, spirit is delivering, spirit is bringing relationships to you. It's just not bringing you the type of relationship that you want because you're not being specific with what it is that you're asking. So, and the reason why a lot of you are not being specific is because, again, you yourself may not even know exactly what it is that you're looking for in a partner, other than somebody that's financially stable, somebody that is handsome or pretty, or somebody that is beautiful, somebody that is a go-getter, somebody that is this, somebody is that. But there's more to that. So the more specific you can be, right? Not just in looks, but like the value, the morals of the person, etc. The more specific you can be when asking, right, spirit to bring this person into your life, the better your results are going to be. But in order to do that, you do have to spend time with yourself. You have to spend time learning about these excuse me, learning about these spaces and areas within yourself so that you can allow yourself to meet this person. And I am going to give you a little piece of advice here that you may not like, but finding a significant other should not be the only thing on your mind. And for some of you, maybe you are in this space like and as if this is where you're coming from. Some of you are financially stable. You have like you've reached your goals when it came to like your career, when it came to other aspects of your life, and now you're just wanting to have somebody to share that with you. And a lot of the people that you've been connecting with are people that are just, again, taking and taking and taking, but not bringing any true value to what it is that you've built and you've created. And this is regardless whether you are male or female, regardless of anything, whoever you're with, the whole purpose of being in a relationship, being in a connection, is to grow, to evolve, not to become stagnant, not to feel depleted and feel like you're being taken advantage of. Everybody, each of you have to contribute something, right? So like you may contribute more of the finances where they contribute more of the spirituality, or vice versa. Like there has to be this balance, right, that allows the energy between the two of you to balance out. That's pretty much all that I have for you guys, Sagittarius. I wish you the best of luck with allowing yourself the grace and the patience to come into alignment with who it is that you are seeking out, right? With what it is that you're seeking out when it comes to love. As always, thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We would love to have you. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.